I always knew I'm gonna be a painter. That was the original idea. I had this story told a million times that my parents had a visitor that was some old painter. I know it. Back in the days, artist was always a painter, and they all called him painter. And he commented on my drawings from that period, which was kindergarten level. Said that I have talent, and then I was always treated like I have a talent. And that, I mean, they fed it, I continued, and here we are.
Yeah, there was this one time, I'll never forget, I had just entered the gymnasium, so the high school, and my class teacher, without having ever spoken to me properly, in the meeting with my father, because parents counseling evening, whatever, parents have to go talk to the teacher about what the plans are, and the lady just goes, yeah, so we can clearly tell from Nico's name that he has a migratory background, and there's obligatory extra German classes for children with migratory backgrounds. And my father flipped the table, he completely lost it, and he asked her, did you ever speak to him? No need. And he said, well, speak to him and then decide. I'm not going to send him to any additional German class, because I speak German like a regular old potato here. Like, it's no accent, nothing. And I was like that from the start. He was really repelled. That was the first time he felt that something is off with this school. Like, lots of pronounced tolerance usually turns into intolerance. And that's what I learned very early on.
Okay, fair.
S-A-Š-A. I'm a visual artist. I do a lot of stuff, mainly which means using different mediums to express the ideas I have to communicate to the public. That incorporates everything from video, photography, painting, drawing, whatever comes the most useful for communicating ideas the best.
Because Nico is the name I was given, Bre is the name I chose. That's the difference. In the shadow of Nico, Bre is born. Yeah, in the shadows of what you have to represent or try to represent, make by to get through, that's where the dog is biting through the chain. I think he's my core.
Oof. Care. I would say the most care. At least that's what I want to accomplish as a person and as an artist in both ways. And it should merge and go different ways and hit on people from different angles, but the goal is to spark care and express care and encourage care further.
Impatience. One feature of personality that persists the most since I was a small kid is impatience. Bre is the step after the impatience. Bre is already flipping the table once the impatience has gone too far. I love the art that you make. I wanted to work together with you to create something new, to create a clash between what Bre does and what Saša does, and see if we can give birth to something unique. Idiosyncrasies.
Well, I had to Google this word, honestly. And what came out is explanation that it's a form of peculiarity and or temper. So it was easier to memorize the temper, and temper is a very present word and also description in Balkans. It tells a lot about these specific people from this specific area, and temper is something that no one wants to hide. It's a constant fight.
It comes a lot from looking at your art, because all of the statements that you use are very peculiar. People from the Balkans especially connect straight away. It's small sentences like, why are you not there? Why didn't you call? This stuff, which just hits a nerve, which I think most people who don't come from the place cannot get. And also in my identity, I felt always bombarded with these different sayings and ways of talking and doing things. And each of these ways is idiosyncratic, but I had to become a repository for all the stuff. And I thought that with you, I would find the best way to address it and make peace with this as well. No, I don't know yet. we're too much in the beginning of it all. But one side of it, I already, musically at least, I have done. Let's see what you're gonna do. But being, how do I say, being Balkan in modern times, maybe. That's one part of it for sure.
I wanted to ask you the same question. I wrote it down, but then I didn't ask you. I didn't call because I hate calling.
Where is home?
Where I pay the rent. I learned that the hard way.